What's up, Tootie Gang? It's your girl Tootie Graham back with another video. As y'all can tell by the title, we're about to get into some things. If you have anxiety, please stay tuned to this video because this is for you. I suffer from anxiety. That's why I'm doing this video, because some of these things I want to see if y'all can relate to as well. So before I get to it, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, and y'all, let's just get straight to this video. So these are things people with anxiety may do that come across as rude, because I have always been told that I'm rude and come off rude, but honestly it's because I suffer with anxiety and also I'm a Libra, so they both come off as rude sometimes. Okay, like being a Libra, I'm very expressive, so my tone of voice sometimes just be, you know, like I'm just too direct sometimes. It just is what it is, and I'm just animated, and I just, you know, just you get what you get. You get what you get. And then the anxiety side, we're about to get into it, but girl, it's a lot. So first one is canceling plans. They tend to either have an excuse, agree to the plan and cancel last minute, or just don't show up. It is most likely that they have experienced severe anxiety that causes them to cancel plans that they were initially interested in. So me, I do this a little bit, not as often. 9 times out of 10, if I am not feeling it, I'm going to tell you I'm not feeling it and I'm not doing it, or I already have plans or whatever. But if it comes to a point where I do say yes, and then like as it approaches, I'm just like, I'm not really feeling it, I'm going to tell you beforehand. I'm not really gonna just like not go, or, you know, I'm not really going to make up an excuse, because I don't really need to. If I'm just not up to it and I don't have the energy and I don't feel like it, I'm just going to tell you. It might be, well, it's not usually last minute, but I'm going to tell you, okay? You're not just not going to expect me to be there if I told you I was going to be there. Second one, not responding to calls and texts. Their anxiety holds them back from responding to text messages or returning phone calls. If they engage in such, they will experience the dreadful symptoms of anxiety, which would much rather be avoided. And honestly, I don't really avoid text messages or phone calls like that, but lately I'll say that if I miss your phone call, depending on the circumstance, if, like, let's say you call me and then you text me, if I get the energy that it's not important, I ain't gonna call you back. I ain't gonna call you back. Because it's like, if it was that important and you had to text me after I didn't answer, if you didn't give me like a SOS or some shit in that text message, I ain't calling back. I'm gonna just text you back. You know, like, I don't need to call you back. But I don't really not just purposely avoid text messages and phone calls. 9 times out of 10, if I don't answer you in the moment, I'm busy. And when I do notice that there's a phone call with no text attached, then I'll call you back. Or text you like, hey, you good, or whatever. Like, I'm gonna contact you afterwards, but I don't purposely just not answer text messages. Now, I will say, sometimes I'll see a message, but I'm doing something, and then I'll like answer it in my head, thinking that I actually answered it back. And then when I go back and I'm like, oh wait, I didn't actually respond to that like I thought I did. I do that a lot. So usually when I see a text message come in, I try to engage with it at that moment, because I will forget. I don't know why. I do be forgetting. Third one is getting agitated. Okay. I'm about to start getting red, y'all. Sometimes they get snappy with people, have an abrupt or harsh tone, or blow up over something that seems small without any meaning to. Anxiety just makes people so on edge sometimes. The slightest thing can push them over. And unfortunately, I do this a lot. I would say I've gotten a whole lot better now. I still am snappy sometimes, but I'm not as like I used to be. I want to say I probably had anxiety in high school, but never knew I had an anxiety in high school. It might have started in high school, low-key. I didn't notice I had anxiety, though, for real, until I was 20. That's way out of high school. But I low-key feel like I had anxiety in high school and just did not know it. I just blamed it on being a teenager, you know what I'm saying? But my first actual anxiety / panic attack was when I was going to go do my 21st birthday shoot. And that morning, I don't even know what brought on the panic attack, but I just had it. And at the time, I didn't know what it was, to be honest with you. I didn't know nothing about no anxiety, none. I didn't know nothing about none of that. I didn't know. But that's where it kind of like, woke me up like, whoa, you really got something going on with you, like, for real. And that's when I discovered I had anxiety and didn't even know it. So yeah, from time to time your girl will get nervous and antsy, because a lot of things make me antsy, I ain't gonna lie to you. But once I'm comfortable and I'm in the mood, it's a whole different vibe. But yeah, sometimes your girl do be getting agitated a little bit, but like I said, I'm not as bad as I used to be. And if you know me personally, you know that for a fact, and you cannot say that it's not true. But I will say I'm not 100% okay. I'm still gonna get snappy and agitated, but it comes in waves. Like, it'll be there, and then like it'll like go down, and then like I'll start being myself again. It's not like I stay in the agitated mode and just stay there. Like, I'll get in it, and then like slowly but surely I get out of it. So it's it's working. Okay. Number 4, distancing from others. People with anxiety sometimes distance themselves from people because they want to focus on themselves. They don't want to waste their time and energy if they are not in the ideal state, because then it just won't be fun for them to be around, so they distance themselves. I will say that I don't really distance myself a lot of times, but if I feel like I'm not in that energy, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if I feel like I'm not going to be up to par to be partaking in something, I'm just not even going to go. It's not that I'm trying to distance myself from you. I just don't even want to be in that development, because if I'm in that element and I'm not in the right mode, I'm not in the right energy, that energy is gonna rub off on y'all, and I don't want y'all to feel that, because I don't even want to feel it. So that's basically what it is. If I'm not feeling it, I ain't coming, because I ain't about to put nobody else into something that I'm not feeling. Like, it is what it is. Next one is lack of eye contact. About to rate me again. When anxiety becomes overbearing, it can be difficult to maintain eye contact, whether it be while speaking or listening during a conversation. Some people avoid social interaction altogether. Others prefer not having the spotlight on them when being spoken to. So I used to always be a person to look you in the eye when I was younger. But like I said, after high school, I kind of noticed that I don't really like eye contact like that. Like, unless it's like on a different type of energy. So like, depending on the circumstance, I'll be like full eye contact. But sometimes it just be like, don't even look. Like, because I will have a conversation and not even look at you. It's not like, I'm not trying to be rude. Like, I will have a whole conversation and not even look at you. But I know I'm not the only way, okay? I don't know what... Look, that anxiety really fucked me up, okay? Because I'm a whole different person. But I'm learning to live with it. Because anxiety ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere, okay? She was formed for a reason. She's not going anywhere. But I've learned to accustom and actually live with her. So, yeah, she's going to, pick her head in there every time. But I know how to shut her up sometimes. I know how to... Girl... the fuck, okay? This is the time, or the time or the place. Let me know. But I know I'm not the only person that does that, Next one is asking you to repeat things. Sometimes people with anxiety may have their mind in a different place and can be overwhelmed with thought, otherwise known as brain fog. Sometimes it can be hard to process information and they don't purposely do it. I don't have that problem. I actually hate being the one to repeat shit twice. Lord, you bitch, you ain't listening. With a quickness. Okay. Now, like I said, depending on the circumstances, I will say it again, because I know I am soft-spoken sometimes. So I know sometimes it is kind of hard to hear what I'm saying, and I talk fast too, so I get it. But yeah, I'm not the one to really ask someone to repeat themselves. I'm the one that just don't like to be asked to be repeated, because... But like I said, I understand sometimes, so you got your pros and your cons, okay? Not engaging in conversation. Sometimes people with anxiety can find conversation awkward or hard to maintain, especially when in a group of people. They don't mean it in a rude way. Anxiety can manifest itself in many different ways, and they really do. It really do. Because sometimes people will say, well, kind of, sort of, people say the same thing. But I'm not the person to like not talk at all. Honestly, I just usually just scope out and I'm like feeling the energy. I'm observing everything. I'm like trying to, like figure out, am I going to be very social in this environment, or am I just going to be cool and collected? It's not that I'm trying to ignore y'all or whatever, because I have been told that plenty of times that they feel like I'm very standoffish and I don't like to be around people. I'm like, not necessarily, because the ones that really know me know I am the life of the party, baby. Don't play with me, okay? Because I will play a party out. Like, I've hosted plenty of parties before. I've done my own, I've done my friends. Look, I would throw a party down, baby. Don't play with me. Like, it's just that I had to learn my environment first. I gotta learn. Like, I'm not gonna be off the bed like, oh my god, hi. No. If I did that, I promise you I'd be saying I am fake as fuck, because I don't do that. I don't do that, and I'm not going to do that. Like, I need to see who you are first. I need to see, is your energy off or are you good? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing. I can really judge people off their energy. I don't like to judge them off of what I've heard about them. I like to peep energy. Energy is all that I need, okay? That's all I need. That's all I need. Because the energy is not going to play me. It's always going to tell me right every single time. So I can hear something about someone. I can't. I'm gonna listen. Don't mean that I'm gonna judge them though. I'm gonna listen though. And as soon as I get around them, if that energy is matching what I was told, baby, that's it. There's nothing else. There's nothing else I need to know. There's nothing else. And that's just how that is. People can get mad at it all they want. I don't care. If your energy's not there, baby, I don't want to be around you. I don't. And you can be like, oh, well, she don't like me. I don't. I don't. And you know why? It's because your energy's off. Motherfucker, you got the wrong motherfucking energy, and I don't want to be a part of it. You can say your shit over there, because I'm going to be right over here. Okay? Like, I don't like to be around bad energy. I just don't. Like, it's one thing to vent and get your shit off your chest, but it's another thing to really just like mope and sit in that energy, and then that energy changes into a whole different energy that nobody really want to be around. I'm good. I'm good, because I'm not happy-go-lucky all the time, but I definitely want to be surrounded by good energy. Regardless if I'm having a bad day, I still am gonna have some good energy around me. I ain't gonna be a person where I'm having a bad day, so now everybody else gotta have a bad day. Oh no. Because I'm not gonna be a person to sit in that bad day. Like, I'm going to branch off and do something else to make me be in a good mood every time. Like, I journal every single day. I ain't gonna have no bad energy around me, baby, because I be manifesting. Last one we have is talking too much / interrupting. Okay, you've been reading me somewhat through here, but now you really reading me. So occasionally someone may get so anxious when they are out with friends and there's an awkward silence or no one is talking, so then they feel the need to talk more. So I don't feel like I talk too much. I think the problem with me is either someone says something and it triggers like a memory, or it triggers something for me to respond to, and then in that moment I feel like I have to respond, because if I don't, I'm gonna forget. That's mine. I feel like it's not that I talk too much, because I really don't. Only time I talk too much is when I'm drunk, and that's hardly ever. But as far as interrupting, yeah, I can see the interrupting part, because like I said, it's the fact that I have a thought that I feel like I need to say, and before I forget it, I feel like I gotta hurry up and say it. And it does end up interrupting some people sometimes, and I ain't say I'm proud of it, but yeah, it happens. It really does. But those were some things that people with anxiety do that can come off really rude, and I just wanted to share it because this was a post I saw on Facebook, but I also wanted to put it out in a video because I can relate to majority of these things, and I know people with anxiety can relate to it too. So I just wanted to make this video, that way you guys can comment down below and let me know if you have any of these that you relate to, whether it's some, all of them, if you have anxiety, or if you just want to comment something. Make sure if you comment something, it ain't nothing stupid now. We don't do no stupid comments around here. But yeah, I just wanted to bring this to YouTube because I felt like this was a very, very educational post that needed to be shared. And since I actually struggle with anxiety, why not let me be, you know, a person to spread that information, you know? But to the gang, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.